No, oh wait, this isn't fish. This is milk. Siphon G's, which are... oh. Empty. Okay, this video didn't start quite as I intended it to. Hello guys, it's me, Angry Welshman here, and welcome! Welcome, before we even start this video, which has already started in a very strange and not brilliant way, with an empty milk train, which wasn't supposed to happen. Welcome to the 10th year of Angry Welshman Productions, and just before we do start, this is the 10th year of Angry Welshman Productions. In fact, the first time I uploaded a video was in 2006. I think 2006. Those of you who've been following me on Facebook will probably know that I've been pretty ill over the last, few weeks or months. Aha! There is now milk in my siphon G's. So, without much further ado, let's start the video all over again. Hello! So, as always, which is quite predictable, we're at Llandeardog, and as is quite predictable, we're driving a Mogul. Now, I did intend... oh, I'm still sniffing again. I had intended on showing you all the DT liveries, the new ones, because digital traction... get in gear. Stupid end. No. Stay. Thank you. I had intended on showing you all the new liveries that Digital Tractions have made, but basically I couldn't find them in the menu. Whether I'm just being thick, which is quite likely. I just couldn't find them, so there's no other excuse really. Oh, I thought this loco's fire would show up open when you're in external view. Anyway, what lamps shall we have? Ah, fuck. Now, I've got no idea on lamp codes, so that'll do, I think. Let's power it. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. Okay, the regulator has been adjusted. As some of you may remember, the regulator was super duper sensitive, so you press the button, it would go ha-ha! And off it would go. Because I'm coughing my guts up, I am gonna start eating cough sweets. Basically, yeah, so the intention of this video is just to sort of tell you what's gonna happen. Latest news, over Christmas not a lot happened. I did start filming episode 6 of Over the Hills. Unfortunately, that footage now has to be deleted, which is a little bit gay. And the reason for that is because whilst shut up, Facebook, stupid thing. Whilst experimenting with trying to get different settings to work for live streaming. I'm sorry. It's typical. I haven't been coughing that much today, and now, as I'm making a video, I'm coughing my guts up. So, you can't go in the brake van on this. It's the Great Western Toad. Toad. Someone wants to make me a face for Toad, which isn't copying the Railway series at all. Yeah. So, where was I? Christmas happened. Not a lot happened over Christmas in terms of videos. I started filming Over the Hills episode 6. The video footage now has to be deleted because unfortunately it was all filmed in a different resolution. And halfway through filming that episode, I quickly realised that it was just not going to be feasible to carry on because of the new display settings. For some reason it was causing conflict with my computer. So every 5 seconds, as soon as you loaded up a scenario and started filming, boom, Railworks would shut down with a dump file. Train Sim would take a massive dump every single time. So it made filming unfeasible. As soon as you start filming a scene, it would just go, now, shut down. So I couldn't really do it. So I've put the settings back to what they were, and this is kind of a trial video to sort of see how the settings are. So I am sorry, but it does mean episode 6 is going to be delayed a little bit, but I did know that. You know, I wasn't anticipating it was going to be all that soon anyway. It does seem that they've updated the Mogul a little bit. The last time we drove the Mogul, basically you looked at the regulator and it went full power! Which is quite fun, I have to admit. But, you know, when you're trying to drive, it's annoying. It is fun to have power, but as soon as you look at the regulator, you just go 100% full valve, second valve, power, ha! But it does sound immense, this loco. Right, so what else happened? So, just before Christmas, you may remember, I did some exams. Those exams are called SQA exams, and they are stupidly hard exams. Basically, I was being examined on navigation and stability, and they can ask you anything to do with them. And the other day, not long ago, only a few days ago, I finally found out that I had actually passed. So, I was really quite chuffed. Excuse the pun there. I was quite chuffed with that. Fatal blowjob? Nope. Blower open. No fatal blowjobs for me. I'll talk to you again when we're outside of this tunnel because you probably can't hear a thing. Power! Okay, now we're outside the tunnel. You can probably hear me a little bit better now. So, yeah. Did my SQA exams and I've just found out I've passed both. Got really good marks, so I'm really quite chuffed about that. Heading into the next term of my college course, so I'm still in Southampton, I'm still studying. So I'm not... This is the first chance I've had this year to make a video. And I thought it'd be good to make a video because it is the 10th year anniversary of being on YouTube. It is 10 years ago, pretty much to the year, since I started making videos. The first videos I made was clay. It was actually clay videos, so just animations with using Claymen. I was inspired by the works of Robert Benford of Nox Productions, or Nox Creations, or whatever they were called. Those of you who remember the Clay World, sadly it is no more. He stopped producing videos for that series. I guess he just got fed up with it. They were very time consuming videos, so I do understand why he would stop. So I started off making them. They were just not good. And then came Gary the Steam Engine with the likes of double O gauge models. And then came Over the Hills, the original series using Rail Simulator. Then it's just developed from there. So it's hard to believe that 10 years has actually passed while I've been doing these videos. So you're in for a bit of a treat this year, I hope. I'm really hoping to get some new content released this year. Those of you who are following on the Facebook group will have seen that there's faces being made by our own resident content creator of Rustic Engineman Productions, or the Rustic Engineman Company. He is making the E2, which is going to be published through Steam Sound Supreme, and it looks bloody awesome, I have to say. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on the thing and having a play. Fucking hell. When I get a chance, I will have a play, and then we'll do one of these videos, because James likes watching these videos. He's probably watching these videos now. So, hello James, if you're watching. So, yeah, James is a big fan, but he did offer to make... In fact, he didn't offer, he was kind of forced by me. To make faces for characters in Over the Hills. So you will have seen the latest progress of that. in the Facebook group. So so far he's done faces for Di, and he's also done faces for Ian. He's about to start working on Leslie's faces, so we don't really have any work in progress pictures for that yet. I'm gonna have to start putting some water in, I think. Since I seem to have steam coming out my eyeballs here. Yeah. So a lot of people have been saying that they're not a big fan of the faces, which I find a little bit upsetting. Not, you know, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I thought more people would have been open to the idea of having faces on Over the Hills characters, I have to say. But hey, it doesn't matter, and we're gonna give it a go. How it's gonna go, I'm not sure. A lot of people are asking how it's going to be implemented, and the honest answer right now is I don't have a Scooby. I really don't have a Scooby of how it's gonna go. And it's not me being, oh, I've just passed through the enthusiasts that are rebuilding the line. Whoops. So I honestly, I don't know how it's gonna go. So I'm not avoiding the question at all. It's just I don't know what the answer is. Probably going a little bit too fast for this stretch of track. Power. I'll see you on the other side. We gotta get this damn milk to the other side. This Mogul can't half go when you ask it to. I've just shoved the regulator wide open and it's going, ha ha, I am going now. No, I need it forward. Forward. I think that's pretty much as far forward as it'll go. Yeah, it will fly if you ask it to. Haha, I'm flying. I do realise now that I am kind of carrying the wrong livery. It's early British Railways green with Great Western Siphon Gs. I was playing around with the 1400 pack. I've installed the new Steam Sound Supreme 1400 mod, and it's fantastic up until the point that you press the spacebar and blow the whistle, and then you just go, oh. So with a bit of luck, they'll update that. It's just the loop. When you blow a whistle, it runs on a loop. So it, like, listen to this now. It's the same whistle, but it's played on a loop. But you can't tell because it's quite good the way that it's been edited together. So you can't tell it's looped. But sadly with the 1400 there seems to be a little thing that's not quite right with it. So hopefully they will update that. It's not a huge criticism because it doesn't really affect it too much. But for me it just kind of makes it go, ah, okay. But there we go, that's just one of them things. How long until we meet one of the characters that's been left on the track from filming sessions? So yeah. So what's happening this year? So Over the Hills is in progress. I started filming episode 6. As I said earlier, I've got to delete it and start again. But episodes 6, 7 and 8 are going to be filmed in succession of each other. And they'll probably be edited at the same time, and then they'll be released over a couple of weeks just to spread them out a little bit. They won't all be uploaded at once, I'm afraid. I'm not like that anymore. I used to be like that. You'd wait for like 8 months and then suddenly you get like a load of videos in one go. This is going to be hairy. High speed mogul. Oh my god, this is not going to go well. This is where it could go horribly wrong. How didn't I derail? Note to self, a milk train can do 50 miles an hour. Oh my god. High speed milk. There's nothing better than high speed milk. Flying from... Yeah, okay. If only the textures would render properly, this could be quite a good shot. As you see, the distance textures don't render very well. It could have been a good shot from here. And I'm running out of puff. Puff the magic dragon. Just better put some water in the boiler. Oh look, a lake. We could totally rip off the Titfield Thunderbolt and get some like water out of that lake when we run out of water one day. It's actually not a bad idea for a story, but it would be totally copying the Titfield Thunderbolt. Do you know, the whole series I've written is copying the Titfield Thunderbolt, so who cares? Who cares? This is good coke, said Thomas. I hear a chicken. Well, we're going into another tunnel, so instead of following the train, I'm just gonna, like, do something else. So, what was I talking? Yeah, Over the Hills being filmed in rapid succession of each other. So we will see many episodes happening at the same time, but it'll be spaced out, blah, yada, yada. What else is there? Oh, some of you will have seen that Mr. Oliver Pocock in the Angry Welshman Productions Facebook group on Facebook, funnily enough. The Facebook group on Facebook? No way, it's not possible. He has created a work-in-progress first draft of a DVD case cover. And it does look annoyingly good, I have to say. So that is, you know, some of you will have seen that I want to make a DVD of Over the Hills the first season when it comes out, and that's the kind of DVD case that I'm looking at now. I just needed somebody to put it, you know, actually come up with an idea like that, and it's worked really well, I have to say, and I'm glad he's done it. So thank you, Oliver. I haven't actually spoken to him yet because he's in Australia. He's hanging upside down from a tree, as they do in Australia, because they're on the wrong side of the planet. They're upside down, obviously. Even though I've been there 3 times, but there we go. Bing. Don't really know if you guys can hear that, but Facebook is going ding, 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 and it's you annoying pricks. For those of you who are panicking about what happened to your speakers then, I have a tin of air duster spray, and I use it to clean out the Death Star. The Death Star has been going through a bit of an overhaul. Oh look, my train. Train has finally arrived. The Death Star's been having a bit of an overhaul, which is ongoing. Oh, whoops. Let's use some of that steam, motherfucker. Well, it's an overhaul, but it's not really an overhaul. It's just maintenance, really. I've taken it out, taken all the dust filters out, had a good check inside, get all the crap out of it, and it's good as new, really. Still a couple of bits left to do, but yeah, it's going well. The next bit of progress with regards to the computer is going to be the purchase of a new display or a new monitor, because as I mentioned earlier, the problems that were arising was because of the display. As you know, right now I'm using, you may not know, I'm using a 1366 by 766 display resolution, because that's the screens that I have. Now this isn't ideal, but it is the native thing for this monitor, and it isn't brilliant, but I just have to go with it for now. But when I can, I'll be buying a new monitor, one that is capable of displaying in 1080p, and that way I can actually record in 1080p. Because my logic is that Train Simulator can't handle displaying what should be in 1366 but in 1080p, because it has to use a graphics card to adjust what the display is, and I think that's too much data for Train Sim to process, so it keeps dumping out on me, and that's why I have to start refilming Over the Hills episode 6. I'm not 100% sure on this theory, but it's the only one I've got, and it's the only thing that seems to have, you know, caused the problem. You know, for example, like, there's been no problems filming today. I've been driving along the whole route in high def, you know, it's perfectly fine. But then, if it's filming in 1080p, then there's problems. But if we use that new monitor whenever I get it, then that will be its native resolution, so the game hasn't got to convert the display at all. That's my logic behind it anyway. What else is there to talk about? Thomas Dibdin is a penis. He's gonna kill me. And that's really about it for the update. I'm hoping this weekend while I'm home to do a 10th anniversary special live stream, which will feature a few people, but it does depend whether we can get everybody around, and you know, but we'll see. We should be able to get everybody around. Which track is this going to take me in? Wow. 60-mile-an-hour mogul. How have I not derailed yet? Basically, I'm setting a time trial for the Mogul right now. Landed out to Blind Barris as quickly as humanly possible. High-speed milk. Because everybody needs their milk rapidly. Well, I think I am going to have to call it a day now. In a minute. What else is there? I'm just trying to think, guys, like, what is there to update you with, because there's not really a whole lot. To be honest, I think that's more or less it. I've told you everything that there's news. So we'll do departing shot, going over a bridge. I think this is the first time I haven't derailed during one of these videos. Anyway, that's enough from me. Thanks for watching, guys. Laters!